Hello, everybody. We got Tuscan. Are you? That's you, right? MK. That's Tuscan. Then we got Anthony Papa Charo. I really hope that's not your real name because that is a mouthful. Anthony Papa Charalambus. Papa Charalambus. I don't know if that's the actual way that works, but let's see. I'm shocked that this actually worked. Oh man, there's a huge lag time on the chat. That's interesting, because you put that in there a while ago. Hold on, I'm packing a bowl because my wife's out with her girlfriends, and I wanted to give some streaming to YouTube a shot here. I know I'm not exactly entertaining right now. Papa Charalambus? I'm gonna just take a shot in the dark and say that's Greek. Mark II Electric Boogaloo ATSTs, what's up? What's up, Tuscan? How are you doing today? Rich wants that juicy shack meat. That's for damn sure. It had to have been you, right? Who else would even think to say that? Look at me, I'm like a fucking super genius here. Tuscan, don't get me demonetized before I'm even monetized. Until I'm comfortable, no spicy takes on the YouTube. God damn it, I don't have anywhere to dump this ash out, so I gotta do it in my fucking snot rag. I know, I'm just entertaining as fuck right now. Let's Alright, collect that energy. Let me spend my energy and I'll take a look at your roster. I'm a slacker. The raid's been open for like 3 hours and I haven't hit it yet. Sorry for the weak ass music. Unfortunately, YouTube is not nearly as forgiving with copyright as Twitch is. On Twitch, I can listen to whatever the fuck I want, and my shit doesn't get touched. But apparently on YouTube, it's a problem. All right, I got my bowl packed. I'm gonna spend this energy. Rip the bowl. No, I need dark side energy because I'm farming Java. And then we'll take a look at Anthony's roster here. All right, if you're in my Discord at all, anybody that wants to, feel free to join the voice chat. I'm gonna mute myself though. Oh, nope. How do I mute myself? There we go. Now I'm muted. All right. Okay. Let me pull my head out of my ass here. Am I almost maxed out on anything else? On this mod energy, I am. All right, Anthony. I'm comfortable now. I always click Journey Guide when I mean to click Allies. 466-818-543. Here, let's move to a bigger. There we go. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube stream, so let me get an invite link here. Wait, maybe my bot will do it. Does the bot work? No. Hold on. Chatbot, where are you? Commands. There's the Discord link, and then can I pin the message by clicking this button? I have no idea. This is all stuff I'm gonna have to figure out. I'm too used to Twitch. I'm gonna try and do like one YouTube stream a week though. Friday night's probably not gonna be it though. It'll probably be Thursday nights. I gotta get those subs up on my YouTube channel so I can start making some money. No, that's not what I give a shit about. All right, wait. Let's, before we get too deep into it, you're in a Rhodium, you got a 5-star Executor, and you're rocking JMK, and you got Cat. Let's start with your ships. I like to look at ships first, because I think ships are more important. All right, you got Mal and Nego. You're 5 million. That's a pretty decent roster. With a 1-star TIE Silencer? You don't have any first order, do you? That's going to be interesting. I'm very curious to see how this works out. Oh, that's rough, dude. That is rough. On my main account, I normally at worst drop to 6. But I've got a 5-star Profundity and a 7-star Executor. So I can kind of game it so that I pretty much stay in the top 3. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my Fleet Shard got really fucking competitive. And now I get dropped down to like 10, 11, 12. And for basically since the Executor meta started, I had no issues whatsoever. It was me and like 3 other dudes that basically just hit each other to get our top rewards. And now it's just an absolute shit show. I don't understand how, because my Shard has been non-competitive forever. Anyway, enough of me bitching. So you got Nego and Mal. You're working on Leviathan. That's good. That's good news. Let's look at your Sith ships then. You got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work to do. This year, I made it my mission to finish all of my shard farms and stuff, and it took me forever, legit forever to finish it. And I wasn't like particularly far behind or anything. It was just a long haul. you got the Sith Fighter at 5 stars, and presumably you've got Assassin at 7 stars. Okay, that's good. That's a good start. You got Marauder, Relic 7. Oh, I saw C earlier there, so that's good. You got Maul. You got these guys. So you already have good Relic levels on all of the Sith ships. And although I don't think all of the Sith ships are going to be used on the Leviathan fleet, I'd be willing to bet that some of these, between Scimitar, Emperor's Shuttle, and TIE Advanced, 2 of those are going to be required for Leviathan. I have a feeling. Between the 3, 2 are going to be required at 7 stars. Oh, okay, okay. If 5 months is your timeline, then you're good. You're more than good. All right. What do your bounty hunter ships look like? Yeah, I'll do that. I will do that. Hold on. I'm an absolute clown, so I do everything on pen and paper. So Ryan was... Are you the same Ryan that X was talking about on the mod server? I don't participate in the discussion on that mod server, but I do pay attention. All right. You got relic levels on your BAM and your Cad Bane. Well, okay, okay. Let's see, what's the speed on this? 178. God, this music is so boring. I wish I could just listen to what I want to listen to, but YouTube is lame. 179. So your Xanadu blood goes first. Now I can't even remember what the turn order is supposed to be. I don't actually play with my Executor at all. I tend to put it on defense. Oh, that's the speeds for your 7-star counter? Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then. That makes a lot of sense. So you want your Xanadu blood to go first against the 7. Okay, when you're 5 stars. The turn order is a little more important. I don't need to look at ships any longer. Alright, so you're rocking 5 mil, right? You got C and JMK. C's relic 8. Let's look at his mods. Let's look at his mods. Ooh, nasty. Nasty. This is very nasty. Very good. Very, very good. That's exciting. Was C your first GL? You've got JMK, which means you've got a Relic 7 Watt to go with your C. Hold on, I'm adding people the rules here. Hell yeah. Yeah, he was. How did you feel about C as a first GL? I got him on my smallest account. I've got 3 accounts. I've got my main, which is like 8.5 million, handful of GLs, Star Killer, Executor, Profundity, etc., etc. My alt, which is like 5.5 million, SLKR, Star Killer, Executor, working on Jabba. And then I got baby account that's like 4.5 million, and like half the roster is just G11, but I got C first. And I'm very disappointed in it. Very disappointed in Sith Eternal. I don't have the alt yet. I will have the alt in a couple of days. But he seems like he just doesn't counter that much. And without the ult, he's really just useless. Alright, you're looking at 5 million. So, you got, at 5 million, you got 2 GLs and Executor already. Beautiful. Yeah, early game SLKR is an absolute beast on defense. Once you get into like Chromium or Rhodium, most people have an answer for it. So I did basically until I got into high Chromium on that account. I basically put SLKR on defense, and then once SLKR started losing, started getting beat, I took him off of defense and started using and getting full clears. What's up, David Forrester? Yeah, the Savage Omicron is just elite. It's just awesome. Alright, so you got Gas as well. You've got Darth Revan at Relic 7. Oh, you really are pushing for the Leviathan. You took Darth Revan straight to 7. How far away from Malgus are you, Anthony? Got a Relic 5 Wampa. You got Treya with the Omicron. Nasty. Nasty. I mean, you got, for only 5 million, you've got some good, you got good stuff. You do have the Savage Omicron, which my Savage is only gear 11, but I have the Omicron. And I want to put him on defense, but I feel like at gear 11 he's too easy to kill. Whereas using him for offense, I can beat up on a ton of stuff with a gear 11 Savage. Got Mara Jade Omicron. You've got G12 Geos. You got Malik at 6 stars. Nice. Malik is somebody you're going to have to be pushing, probably. I'm certain Malik is going to be required for the Leviathan, even if he doesn't have a ship. But what relic level remains to be seen. This might be a hot take that people don't want to hear. But with the release of the new raid and all of the gear that we get, basically they've turned the game from G11 plus viable to it's a relics only game now. You could get to G13 in the drop of a hat on any character, Kairos being the only roadblock. So anyway, with that as context, I think the Leviathan might have 3 Relic 9 requirements. I think that the Leviathan might wind up being one of the most expensive things we ever have to get, or that we've had to get up to this point. Yeah, the ship shards, they're RNG dependent too, on top of all of that. So like, sometimes for 4 days in a row, I won't get a single shard. And I was like, oh, well, there's nothing I can fucking do about it. It's really frustrating. You got the Iden Omicron. Nice. Let's look at your Imperial Troopers. Alright, you've got your Range Trooper or your Stark. whichever one you put in there in your Iden team probably carries that team. What's your offense on your Dark Trooper? I want to see your offense. Relic 7's nice. Just under 10k. Let's see. Do you have all the offense primaries? Ooh, you need to get this mod to 6 dots. Get that little boost of offense. That'll put you over 10k. Not that Dark Trooper necessarily needs it, because he hits so hard. But he's, oh man, mine's Relic 8 with 12k offense, and he, oh man, he does not fuck around. And I love the fact that Dark Trooper is basically just a rip-off of a Dark Forces enemy, so I'm all about it. Let's see, do you have... So you got Mara Jade, I saw that. How far away from Star Killer are you? You got a lot to go on Dash. But you got the hard one done. You got the hard node, you got Mara Jade done. So whenever you decide to go for... yeah, for Star Killer, you can just do it. Especially now. They're double drops now, aren't they? I don't know. I farm marquee characters as soon as they're available, so I don't have any thought about whether or not they're when characters become accelerated. That was an obnoxious noise. Let's see, you got Inquisitors? Not yet. What how big is your guild, Anthony? And what are you guys doing? Are you guys doing the Krayt raid and Rise of the Empire? Got a lot of work towards Jabba. Yeah, you didn't really have First Order. That's fine though. I think the new meta for everybody now is Jabba. Jabba's pretty much... I think everybody has to do it. I'm doing it on my alt account. Oh, you guys finishing up cam shards? Let's see. So you got gas. Uh-oh, my cat's getting obnoxious. Here, Duck. Come here. You know you want to. 25 mil on the Krayt raid's not bad. Especially if you're not doing both ROTEs. We get about 25 million. We could do... We can't quite hit the 90 mil, I don't think. Even if everybody participated at the maximum that they could. I don't think we'd hit the 90 mil. But we do a little bit better every time, I feel like. As long as everybody participates to the best of their ability. So you got... Gas and Sith Empire. What other stuff? Do you have Maul? No Maul. How many shards do you have left of Malgus? Oh yeah, my baby account skill barely hit 10 million. And in the future they're not even gonna hit that. I gotta find a new guild for my baby account once all this shit shakes out. Got Jedi Knight Revan as well. Ooh, no Zetas on Hermit Yoda. Are you pretty Zeta poor, Anthony? I feel like Zetas have become a huge bottleneck for me. Absolutely massive. You all, I mean, I try and always have a bank of at least 100 because you never know what kind of new character is going to come out, and you're going to need to put the Zeta on it for it to work. But just doing that is enough to make a whole garbage team into something good. Hey, what's up, Liam? Are you the same Liam from Twitch? No Jawas yet. Although, if you just got the star on Jawa Engineer, you could probably do 50k with these crap Jawas, just as they are. Yeah, well, thank you for coming, Liam. I appreciate it. That's probably a wise move. For any guild above 200 million, I probably wouldn't recommend doing the Sith raid. But if you're under 200 million, doing one Sith and then one Krayt makes a lot of sense. So at least you're getting that infusion of gear that you're missing out on if you do the Krayt raid every time, but you're not losing out on too many Mark III mats when you do that. What else is there even to look at? Ufus? How do you do in Conquest, Anthony? Conquest is really tough at this GP. On my alt account, I basically have like 3 teams that can win in Conquest, and I've got to be very careful with how I manage my stamina. Hold on, I'm tracking my wife's movement so I know when she's getting home. It looks like she's still hanging out with her friends, though. You got gold Krayt? That's awesome. Yeah, Liam, I'm going to look at Ryan's roster next. But just drop your ally code right now. I'll write it down and I'll get to you. As long as my wife doesn't get home before then. Got it by 1 or 2 points. That's really fucking impressive, dude. That's very impressive. Conquest is a bitch at 5 million GP. So you were only like 150 burritos away. Just taking the lid off. So do you have plans to do any Krayt raid teams, Anthony? I feel like Jawas and Tuscans are pretty low gear investment for you. They are Tuscans require a handful of Zetas though. Come here. Come here. I want you to come sit in my lap. Fucking cat. So stupid. You got the full-on GG team at least, and oh man, all your Geos are G12. Okay. I have plans to do similar. I'm at least gonna. I'm working towards Canderous and and what's his nuts, the armorer, so that I can actually, because right now my Maul team is poop for the raid. At Relic 5 or higher, I have Mandalorians, Maul, Bo, Imperial Super Commando, what other? Bam, and Django. That's the Maul team I use, and it does not give me nearly as many points as it should. So I'm working towards Armorer and Candyman. Also, as part of my C farm, because I'm going to have to rip Watt out of my Maul team for GAC, because I'm going to have to use Watt with C. And I don't have Trench, don't care about Trench. Trench looks like he sucks without the Datacron. Not even going to worry about it. No ad rad yet. I don't know. You got a plan though, and you got a good plan. So I would not suggest diverting from the plan you got. I did the same thing with Cyan of Django. Yeah, and when that day comes, then I'll Relic Trench. So I even applied a couple of his Omicrons, and I like Cyan of Django. He's a good character. He's good in the game. He's not nearly as good as he should be, though. And he's a good fifth in a lot of bounty hunter comps. With like a Cad Bane lead, Cyan of Django applies a ton of debuffs. And he can do that AoE debuffs 3 times in a row. You got the good CLS team going on here. I mean, have you considered just going for JKL at some point pretty soon? You're not that far away from it. You've already got Rolo up to G11. You've got most of the rest of them at G12 or Relics. Captain Han Solo. Yeah. I've got him unlocked, and I have not used him. I think I've him at Gear 8. I didn't put the Zetas on. I couldn't be bothered. Building the Trench team would require me going too far out of my way. If I already have Lord Vader, I probably would build Trench. But because I don't have Lord Vader, I don't have Newt to usable level. Gotcha, Anthony. That makes a lot of sense. Well, at least you know what you're doing. You got a plan and you're sticking to it. That's the secret. You've got to be ready to make changes if the moment arises, but now they what's the word I'm looking for? Not foreshadow. Not project. I don't know, but now we know what they're doing so far in the future that it's a lot easier to kind of recalibrate your plans, and you can continue doing, like, I'm confident that I can continue working towards C and still get the Leviathan when it's brand new. I'm not 100% sure that I can do it, but I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do it. just because I knew so far in advance it was coming out and I'm able to prepare myself. Oh yeah, I'm telling you, 3 Relic 9s, bro. 3 Relic 9s. All day, all day. Alright, so you got JMK. Let's just look at your speeds real quick, and then I will look at Ryan's roster. So let's try and find your 300s. 273. Okay. Your mods are probably about as bad as the mods on my alt account, which are okay. But I definitely wish I had more 300 plus speed characters. Oh, part of me wants to agree with you, but you know that every decision they make, every change that gets made to the game goes through 786 committees before it gets to the updates. I'm sure Tuscan can attest to that. He worked at a game studio for a minute. Oh, Tuscan, you worked at the studio that did EVE Online, right? Maybe they were actually cool. Alright, so your Jedi Knight Revan's gotta be 300, right? 290. Oof. You got some serious mod work to do, my friend. Serious mod work. Okay, you got Darth Revan to 310. That's good. And you've got Piet, Gideon, and Cat fast as well. Okay, so you've got at least some of your most important ones fast. Rex is 301. Okay. I've found my Rex is like 310, 315, I think. And it's not fast enough. I need to add 15, 20 speed to my Rex. Because I use my gas to counter Malgus. And if their Malgus goes before my gas, it just goes to shit so fast. I can still win it, but it's always just like butthole clenching, like white knuckling it through it. But alright, nice roster, Anthony. Let's look at your data crowns real quick. I'm very impressed with your ability in Conquest given what you've got. Hard Conquest is no joke if you don't have a lot of good stuff. But you do have gas, you do have Darth Revan, you got 2 GLs. So you've probably got, and you got a good CLS team as well. So you've probably got a good 6 or 7 teams that you can kind of wear down in Conquest. This one right here. Crit damage, crit avoidance, crit damage protection, crit avoidance, crit... Yes, that's a very good Datacron. Ooh, and the damage immunity to Ahsoka, to Cat, and the stacking off. This is actually a killer JMK Datacron. This is very good. I might try and build one like this. I don't whale on Datacrons. I don't spend any money on them. I don't really spend, I spend like $10 a month, and it's on a Conquest Pass. JML is killer for Conquest. He sucks everywhere else, but in Conquest, he is so useful. You can't figure out how to get a feat? JML Watt plus whatever. And it works. Alright, let's look at Ryan's roster. Hopefully he's still around. 497, 598, 492. He said he was just gifted this roster. Oh, yeah, he's huge for that. He just is not very good in PvP. I can use it, like, in the rare event I see SLKR on defense. I'm like, oh yeah, finally I've got something to use my JML for. Instead of killing Qui-Gon, which is what I normally use him for. Oh, you're in Kyber 2. Higher than me. I'm in Kyber 3. 10.1 million, alright. Nasty. Relic 9 Dash. That probably makes the Profundity fleet so badass. Relic, oh my god. This is a big boy account. You are not effing around with this account. Got all the toys. Oh, oof. Come on. I know it was gifted to you, so I don't feel bad in saying there's no reason not to have all your ships to 7 stars by the time you hit 10 million. There's not that many ships. They are a pain to farm, but they're not that bad to farm. Like, it took me a year to farm like 10 ships from like nothing to 7 stars, doing just two sets of sims a day. Only 30 shards away. That's good. Man, can you guys hear my chair creaking? I need to WD-40 this thing. Hi, babe. I know. You just wanted love because I'm not in bed yet. A Relic 3 T3. Nice. Getting gifted a Swoggo account like this must be like, must be the same kind of feeling as if like a rich uncle that you never knew died and just left you a ton of money. Alright, let's look at your roster here. Okay. Shocker. All 7 GLs. Relic 9 Gas, Relic 9 Piat. Damn, that's a lot of Relic 9s. Relic 8 Bosk. Jesus. I just find Relic 9s to be so cost prohibitive that I don't spend them on stuff that is not a requirement. Like, even my JML is only Relic 8. Relic 7 Hondo. It's probably nasty. Alright. Let's compare. Oh, I can't compare Wampas because you don't have full mods. Lame. Damn, this is... Oh, you've got Relic 5 Trench. That's probably a worthy relic level for Trench. You're working on mods as we speak? Okay, yeah. I saw that in the mod Discord. Only Relic 5 Malgus and a Relic 5 Starkiller. Yeah, agreed. I don't like doing it. So when I decide to do it every couple of months, I just set aside like 3 hours of my day where I just sit there and just do it. I mean, I clean up my mod inventory pretty regularly, but actually working on mods and modding teams I like to mod a team and leave it like that forever. That's my hope generally, is to be able to get mods on a team and just let them sit. Like my gas team is modded great. My Darth Revan team modded great. My JML team, my JMK team, my Hut Cartel team I'm working on, my Java team. Everything else is modded okay, but good enough. Relic 5 Nest. Let's look at the bottom of the roster here. Okay. This all makes a lot of sense. Ugnaught, Ethkoth, Kit Fisto, Young Han, yeah. Just the dregs, the Ewoks. But then you're just going right into relic characters. Let's look at... you're working on mods right now, so looking at speeds is pointless as well. Are you remodding this whole account? Hold on. There we go. Like from top to bottom? Because that sounds absolutely horrible. Yikes. Yikes. That's all I can say about that. You spent 4 hours today? Jesus. Then you've probably got another 2.5 ahead of you. Were the mods on this account really good? Or are you trying to stretch a kind of thin mod set? Oh god, you got so many characters, you're gonna fill the cap so fast. By ripping mods off a character? Oh god. That sounds absolutely awful. I'm trying to see if there's anything unexpected in here. L3 at Relic 7, that's pretty nasty. At least they were okay. I mean, if you think about it, you could get away with just having your top 22 teams modded. Like, modded well. And then the rest of the teams can be modded just however. Got Relic 5 Barris too. Cara Dune. Iden. Damn, you got all the toys and they're all in good shape. You've even got a G12 sortie. Hold on. Checking on my wife. Oh, damn, she's still there? That's crazy. She didn't even want to go out. what else? What even is there to look at when you've got G12 Cal already? Cal was an easy farm though. Zori's almost to 7 stars. Chieftain's at 5. I mean, the roster speaks for itself. 10.1 million with pretty much all of the toys. And the bottom of the roster is basically Ewoks, Jawas, and Garbage Jedi. Vandor is a character you might want to think about investing in. Maybe just the Smuggler team in general. I mean, you've got that Relic 9 dash, but maybe at the level, at the level that account's going to be playing at, investing in a team basically means taking it to Relic 5. Liam, are you still here? I want to take a look at your Jabba. Your Jabba progress. Hold on. Let's look at Datacrons. Ooh, you got the Ben Datacron and Dooku. Hey, Cabino. This is Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It is a hero collector turn-based RPG. And in my opinion, it's a lot of fun. But it is I wouldn't say it's a huge time investment. Yeah, what's your ally code, Liam? We'll take a look at your Java progress. But it's a game that if you're gonna play, you need to be able to put in 30 to 45 minutes to an hour every day, depending on what's happening that day. And the longer you play and the higher you get, the more time investment you need. Like, people at the super high end play, I don't even know how they do it. Like, when TW's going on and they gotta clear every zone, do an attack every 3 hours. Oh man, that sounds terrible. It's also, the game is a marathon. It takes a long time. You're a better man than I, Ryan. I literally just deploy. I don't even look at the combat missions, and I do whatever platoons I can do. I do try and make up for not doing the combat missions by working occasionally on a random shit character for platoons. So like right now I'm working on Lobot. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. It's a long-term investment game. You can play free to play though and have a lot of success and have a lot of fun, but you got to know that if you're playing free to play, you're never going to catch up to the top end. It's just never going to happen. Although there have been a lot of changes to the game lately in the past year that have made the earlier game a lot quicker. So to get to a point that 2 years ago would have taken you 2 years, you can get to that point now in like 1 year. Yeah, for sure, Dean. It's a long-term game. You gotta. It's a resource management game first and foremost. So, and you basically, I mean, you don't have to track the resources that you get in, but you have to have a good idea of the rate of resources you can get with the roster that you have, and how fast you get your resources and how quickly you apply them and how efficiently you apply them in order to bump up your overall resource gain. And you're kind of just feeding this machine the whole time. You did? Am I dumb? I don't see it, Liam. Hold on. I'm reading all through this. Yeah, if you want to fight Jabba as Ewoks, this game is for you. Yes. I always complain about like the weird, like in marquee events where they have like just these weird ass comps and you're playing as like a weird comp too. It's like, oh, my favorite part of Star Wars, when Darth Malgus killed the Night Sisters. No, I did not see it. Are you... Let's see. I'm going to refresh chat. Oh, did you put it in the comments? That could be... Wait, did you put it in the chat? I don't know. I'm brand new to streaming to YouTube. So this is all confusing to me. I know this is riveting content here. Oh, is that it? Is there like an auto, like a mod? Protection from auto spam? Yeah, okay. Yeah, like a spam bot. So format it like this. I'm looking at something here. There we go. Yes, that did work. 162542117. Oh man, my latency is bad. Okay. You're working on Java. You're in Kyber 2 at 7.87 million. Damn. You do have 4 GLs though, so that's probably very helpful. And you have Profundity and Negotiator, both at 7 stars. Impressive. All right, damn. So, is there a reason that you chose the 3 worst Hut Cartel characters before Boosh, Skiff, and Chris Hansen? Was it Kairos basically was the whole problem? Oh, your Aurora is G12. Nice. Let's see, Jawa's at G12 as well. Okay. You're really close. You're really close. So you have approximately, if you have all the relic mats, which I'm going to assume you do. Most people are smart with their relic mats. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. And you're smart about how you use your Mark II raid points. Or raid tokens, whatever. You should be able to start working on Java tickets in 5 weeks. 5 weeks-ish. Maybe give or take 2 days. And you've already got some gear on Jawa. You've already got most of the gear on Aurora. Oh, and you got Fennec to 7 already. That's good. So you don't have a huge Cairo crunch there. Who else? Who else? Jawa, Aurora, the handful of Hut Cartel characters. Oh, you got Han Solo, right? And C-3PO. Already Relic 8 and Relic 7. Looking good. What are you working on after Jabba, Liam? Yeah, so assuming you've got the relic mats already, or will have them by that point, and are able to get the Kairos you need, it should take you about 5 weeks to get all of those characters up to their respective relic levels. And they're all relic 5s that you have left, aren't they? No, there's relic 3 Jawa, relic 4 Tusken, Aurora, and then relic 5 on the Hut Cartel guys. So you don't even have any of those like big relic mats left to spend. Inquisitors and Leviathan. You got Second Sister G11 already, at least. Honestly, aside from the Kairos, the Inquisitors are not that bad to gear, and they're a good team. I like the Inquisitors a lot. I've got GI, I don't have Reva yet. I won't have Reva for a while. And I'm okay with that. But GI is a great offensive team. It kills a lot of stuff. And can beat JML in GAC with no Omicrons. Like, and I do see JMLs on defense all the time. I'm not entirely sure why, because it's pretty easily beaten. Oh yeah, I mean, you don't have all the toys. 4 G13s left and 12 shards of dash to ship for what? What are you working on, David? Oh. I mean, effectively, I mean, you've already got HK, right? HK is, I wouldn't say a lock, but he's definitely a possibility for a Leviathan requirement. So that's worth having. Mine's a G12. He's going to sit there for now. Obviously, these two are going to be requirements. There's no way these two are not. Well, at that point, you'll have 5 GLs. You'll have 3 meta ships. Do you have Star Killer? You've got Star Killer. Do you have Afra? Not yet. And what are your GLs? So you're just missing Rey and Lord Vader. I would... Okay, so Liam, I believe that... Oh, I could not tell you, Anthony. I would just look at what the last ship was and try and extrapolate your answer from that. If in your position, Liam, which I'm almost about to be in, actually, I won't have SLKR, but I'll have C, I'll have Leviathan, I got the meta ships, I've got Star Killer, no Afra. I think whatever the next GL gets announced, that's what you got to be working on. I don't think when now the way that the game goes, aside from like the legacy characters, I think you could get away with not getting. I'm not saying you in particular. I'm just saying that you, like anybody could, any account, you could probably get away with not getting the Star Killers and Afras of this world. But when a ship and a GL are announced going forward, and any weird team that they're trying to push with marquee characters, you need to get that. That's where you need to go. Do they? I haven't noticed that. Doesn't necessarily mean you're not wrong or you're not right. But I haven't noticed that. You got a Relic 9 JML and Relic 8s on all these guys. You've got for being sub 8 million, you've got a really nice roster. Oh yeah, David Forrester. That's exactly why I say that. The next raid, all galactic challenges, Conquest, all that stuff is going to revolve around any weird marquee teams they're trying to push and any new GL that comes out. I mean, look at Inquisitors. There's still Inquisitor feats in Conquest. Relic Treya with the Omicron. I might be the only person in the universe that doesn't have a Relic Treya. And I think that needs to change. G12 Canderous. You got a lot of G12s. Wow. Let's look at this Iden team. Oh, you got a full G12 plus Iden team. So Iden's the only one that isn't G12. But at 4 stars and G11, she works perfectly fine. She's a great character. Oh yeah, Treya's awesome. My Treya's G12. And she's fucking dope. I love Treya. She's great. Did you beef up your first order team in order to do the Executor counter? Looks like you did a little bit. There is also a chance that Treya, Scion, Nihilus, Maul are requirements. Any one of them could be requirements for the Leviathan. Yeah, don't stray to make a good enough team better if you're working on something transformative like Jabba. You put 1 relic level on Hux and you can beat the Executor. I need to learn how to do that properly. On my alt account though, like on my main, my first order is all gear 11. So it's just a working fleet that I can use for cleanups. But on my alt, I've got SLKR, and I want to really learn how to nail down that counter, but I don't ever see Executors on defense. Oh yeah, the Leviathan is going to have to be nuts DSP in order to make those, because those Sith ships are trash. The Scythe and the Sith Assassin ship. The Marauder's Bomber is okay, but any Old Republic characters on the table? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think most likely we're going to see T3M4 or Karth. But totally could be any of them. Even Sortie. I could see Sortie being one. If I were you, Liam, I would probably farm the Sortie shards if you can spare the energy. Because who knows? She might be a requirement for Leviathan. And she's not even accelerated yet, is she? It's entirely possible that Sortie is required. I don't know if I'd be surprised if she wasn't one, but I would not be surprised if she was. Sub 8 million in Kyber 2, man. You do. I'm 8.5 and I'm in Kyber 3, so. You might need to run to get those shards. You know what? It's 10:30. I'm gonna step away for just a second. I'm getting myself a beer because I think I've hydrated plenty. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. She is double drop farmable. That just goes back into what I was saying earlier, how I have no concept of that at all, because I farm marquee characters as soon as they're available. I got my hams today, and I drink it because it is the cheapest beer that I can find. It's $4 for a 6-pack of Tall Boys. Yeah, if I remember correctly, because I've looked at your roster a few times. Your mods were pretty decent. So you said you have 20 characters over 300, so that's down to here. That's 21. $22. Is your G12 boost 300 speed? That'd be awesome. 24. Wait, 20, 21, 22, 23. This is 24. Yeah, Afra isn't killing Jabba anymore. And $2.99 on mouse. So you got 23 200 speed characters for 8 million. You want about 2 per every million. So that would be, oh, you're well ahead. Probably want 3 per every million, honestly. And in that case, you're just right where you should be. You're probably better than mine. I probably have like 16, 17 characters at 300 plus. I did do some mod work pretty recently though, so maybe I got it up a little bit. Alright, I'm going to run a Conquest battle or two here. Anybody else that wants me to look at their roster, I literally am not doing anything else. So, feel free to drop your ally code in the chat. Shorty is underrated. She's a very good, like, turd polisher. But I don't even have the turds to polish. So it's pointless. Maybe in 6 months with all the new raid gear stuff, I'll be able to, actually, before I do that, let's look. In 6 months before, with all the new raid gear stuff, when my entire roster is G12, I'll be able to do it. But until that point, probably not worth doing sortie for me. Sortie was like a gift to like high-end players, which is fine. I'm working on Tarkin next. I think that's why I need the med packs. Yeah. I need 80 of these damn things. What do we got? I don't like spending Mark II on purples. Mark II is better spent on right side gold pieces. All right, David. I'll take a look. Let me see what I can do with this, and then I'll. And I don't do my gearing until Sundays, so I got a couple of days to get these 15. Let's. All right, now it's down to 11. Beautiful. Before we get into yours, David, I'll just show you guys, because a lot of you people probably are relatively new here, because I am. I'm at 8.5 million. Got JML, JMK, Jabba. Most of the toys except for Afra. I got 5-star Profundity. I've got Executor. I got everything else basically. And right now I am working. I don't know why I have this one selected. My current farm right now, I'm working towards getting C. And I'm working on getting. These guys are for the raid and the Mandalorian team, so I can take Watt off of my Mando team and put it with C. And then Sith Assassin and Sith Empire Trooper are my are going towards Leviathan. I'm gonna take them to Relic 5. If Sith Assassin isn't a requirement, I will just kill myself. And then after that, I have no idea what I'm doing. I did have Afra slotted in here, but it's probably just going to be drop whatever I'm doing for the next GL. So I also was working on getting like some Rebels and my Ewoks probably up to G12. As much as it pains me to do the Ewoks, if it's an Endor layout, which I really honestly believe it will be, I will need the Ewoks. Alright. If Sith Assassin isn't a requirement, I'll kill myself. Yeah. I have no idea. And honestly, it's a luxury I can afford to ignore for now. Alright, this is David. $7 million with JML. This is like right where I was sitting at $7 million. You're in a Rhodium. I was able to stick around in Kyber with just JML though, but that was at the very early days of the new GAC. She's good in 5v5, but weak in 3v3. Okay. I see you got a Relegate Han. Let's look at your ships. 5-star Executor. At 7 million, that's about to be expected. My alt account will be probably 7 million before I hit 7 stars on the Executor. And by that point, Executor will be a non-factor anymore. But in Erodium, the Executor is so good. It by itself wins me GACs in Erodium. Even at 5 stars. Are you working towards Jabba, David? I see the Relic 8 Han Solo here. Ooh, you got a Relic 7, Marj. Do you have the Datacron? Is that why? Haha, yes! Nice, David. Nice. I also have the Marj Datacron and took my Marj to Relic 7, and I don't do that for Datacrons. Although this last Datacron set, so I guess I've started doing that for Datacrons because I did it for 2 characters in the last set. Oh, you do it twice per? Okay. I only do it once per. The development of my roster with the energy refreshes, especially compared to my crystal income, is more important to me than getting the Executor up to 7 stars. That Marj Omicron or Datacron, I actually want to look at yours, see if yours is as good as mine. Yeah, I did it for Chupio and I did it for K2SO. Oh, damn, this is nice. This is very nice. I've got the damage at max health one. Health steal. Oh, this is gnarly. This is a really good Datacron, dude. Look at all that health steal. 1532, so that's 47. Plus another 80, so that's 127. Health steal. That's nuts. Plus the 70-ish% crit damage. And a little bit of protection, just, you know, for shits and grins. The Chupio Datacron I have not gotten to really use yet. I've used it a couple of times in TW to kill SLKRs. But I've only had it for like 2 seasons. It's really good. I just wish I could use it more. So, you are working towards Jabba, David? Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. You're looking like Liam here. Very close. Aurora's already there too. Fennec's halfway there. Aura's G12. Not bad. So you're about 5 weeks away also. Star Killer. You got to, right? No Star Killer yet. Okay. I can understand waiting on Star Killer if you're farming the hell out of, what do you call them? Signal data? Sorry, my wife texted me. I gotta text her back. Because I try to be a good husband. You need Dash and Kyle. So are you doing like what I do? Oh, talent's right there. Do you do like... Sorry, my wife texted me. Like, most of the week you farm signal data, and then for a couple of days of the week you farm shards? On my alt accounts, I found that's the best way to kind of progress my roster. Because those Cantina characters come pretty quickly. So what I do is like 5 days, Sunday through Thursday, I farm signal data, and on Fridays and Saturdays, I farm shards. And I feel like I get the characters to 7 stars quick enough that way, generally speaking, for my purposes. Oh, you have the shards. Oh, okay. Do you have an unaligned force user that you can put with Star Killer? No Visas Mar. Would probably wind up being JTR. Yeah, it's worked pretty well for me. I don't run out of signal data. I generally relic 1 character per week and take it up to whatever my goal is for the week. So I generally have enough, I can get enough signal data in that week to take any character from G13 to Relic 5 or Relic 7, generally speaking. Sometimes, if my luck is bad in the week, I might do poorly, but there's other ways to get signal data. Like, I buy signal data because I'm not getting the red crates. I'm not unlocking these characters, and I don't really care on that account. What's up, Tank Ideals? Yeah, I'm doing roster reviews. I'm just sitting here chilling. This is my first YouTube stream. I stream on Twitch usually 5 days a week. During the GAC weeks, it's 5 days a week. During the off weeks, it's 3. But it's early morning, typically. My wife's just out of the house, so I'm here by myself, drinking a beer. Figured I'd hang out and try streaming on YouTube. All right, Dean. I understand that approach completely. And it depends on where your roster is, too. Like, the early game, I think that's what you want to do. Blast out as many of those characters as you need as quickly as possible. And then do signal data. And then in the late game, when you have all the characters, as soon as the character gets released, like I do, I just blitz it and get it done. Dake, I plan on doing, I'm going to try and do a YouTube stream once a week. And I'm going to try and do it in the evenings. I got to run it by the wife first, though, because she, happy wife, happy life. I'm sure you all understand. Oh, you've got the Visa shards? Oh, so you're good. Do you have a smuggler team? Not really. But that's okay. You can find other uses for Dash. And in 3v3, I just use them with Han and Chewie anyway. Thought I saw Malgus. Yeah, Relic 8 Malgus. Nice. Ooh, yours looks like mine. Except it's faster. Mine's like 280. But has roughly that. I think mine might be 145k health. Well, my wife just texted me, told me she's leaving the restaurant now. Oh, thank you, Dank. Appreciate it. So you're concurrently working on Starkiller and Jabba. That's bold. I like to... I do like one big project while also working on a secondary project. And then I move from, once I finish the big project, I group the big and secondary project together as one. And once I finish all of that, I then move on to the next thing. But I'm in a position now where I could easily pivot to something else if I have to. And right now my side project, my secondary project is Leviathan Rex. So I don't have to pivot when it comes out. I can just put my main project, which is C, which I'm not 100% stoked about anyway. I'm just working on it because I'm so close to it. I can put that on hold if I'm not done with it already to get the Leviathan, and then just move right back into it. And if Leviathan coming out puts back my sea farm a month, I don't really care. That's fine. I'm working on the more useful characters right now anyway, and I won't be doing the less useful ones until the very end. And I wanted Tarkin up anyway, so I could use his fleet to counter profundity. David, do you do well in Conquest? How do you fare in Conquest? I feel like you're in a good spot where you could probably get Gold Krayt without trying super hard. Oh yeah, Leviathan will be far more impactful. Far more impactful. It's gonna be... It's gonna be the meta, obviously. So it'll be 400 crystals a day, every day, for a while. But I was watching Kin. He does the meta report at the end of every GAC season. He does like an hour-long video. And I'm not gonna break it down now because I watched it this morning before I went to work, and generally been read. Oh, good. Do you not have Tuskens? Is that why? Oops. Oh no, you got usable Tuskens. This Tusken team can get you some wins. But Kin made some pretty good arguments about a possible change incoming to Fleet Arena and the crystals being taken out of it. And it was... I don't know if he's right. I hope he's not, because that's one of the major ways I get my crystals. But I think it was definitely an interesting argument, and it made a lot of sense. All right, let's take a look at Dank Ideals 832-688-773. Bam. Interesting. You've got Profundity, you're in Bronzium 3. Oh yeah, those crystals won't go away. It'll just be a completely different way to get them. Alright, you got Profundity at 3.36 million. Impressive. Impressive, Dank. I can understand that point. I'm in an incredibly non-competitive fleet shard, so it does not. Until like a week ago, where it suddenly became really competitive, and people, I've been bouncing down to like 12. Until then, like, and that just started like a week ago for some reason. I'm not sure why. I think somebody new got a profundity, but ever since then, or before then, basically the worst I had to worry about was maybe dropping below down to 6. But I work during my fleet climb, so I just set a timer. I set an alarm, and I just do one fleet battle, and I'm back at 1, and I'm good. I was looking at this, man. You got profundity at sub 4 million. That's incredibly impressive. That's relic 9s. There's a relic 8 involved in profundity, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It's been a while since I did it. And a bunch of ships that take a long time to farm. Ooh, you're still short on Hans Millennium Falcon, but that's just bounty hunters, right? Like, just slam a jam of these guys to gear 11 soon, and then you can do that. Bounce between 3 and 22. I'm so glad I'm in a super chill fleet shard. We never get... I don't have to worry about actually climbing. I just have to do 1. Oh, is it worth spending 100 crystals to get into the top 50? Because then your reward is only 50 crystals. Yeah, I could totally understand why you would want the fleet shard currency to go somewhere else. I totally get that. I would too if I was in that position. But I'm in a much easier position, so selfishly, I'd like it to stay there. All right, what are we looking at? Okay. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I love it. Tank, this. I love it. You got Star Killer. You're working towards Grand Inquisitor at 3.36 million. Beautiful. Love it. As cool as it is to have a GL early, Star Killer basically is a GL killer for a quarter of the cost. And GI is going to help you guild-wise. Yeah, then that didn't affect me so much because both my fleet shard and my arena shard are really old, but my arena shard is far more competitive than my fleet shard, and I quit for a while. So when I came back, I was so far down in the squad arena that it was basically zero income for me. I basically got no crystals from Squad Arena until the change to GAC. Just yesterday got into a guild that can do Reva. That's badass. What are you working on after GI? Are you going to do Jabba? You don't have the shards yet. Okay, I just did JKL on my alt account because I'm working towards Jabba, and it hurt to gear some of those characters. And the event also sucked. I wound up over-relicking them because I just didn't want to fuck with it any longer. JML? Okay, okay. I mean, JML and Jabba dovetail pretty well. Yeah, and you don't even need to mod them all that great. The modding helps a lot, but as long as they go in the right order and are relatively quick, it's easy. I have zero problems with the Rev emission. Profundity does have a lot of the same recs. You're right. And Profundity and Starkiller share a requirement as well. Let's see what Rebels look like if you're working towards JML. I mean, you got Han Solo. You've got 7-star Chewbacca, so you don't have to do the stupid bounty hunter mission. You got Chewpio at 7 stars. Excellent. Dude, okay. This might sound like a hot take, but the Revens, not required. Now, with Leviathan coming out, they will be. But I have a 5.5 million GP count with Starkiller, Executor, SLKR. That's basically it. And I'm in Erodium with just that. The Revens can wait. I literally just unlocked Jedi Knight Revan at 5.5 million, whatever I'm at. The only, like, backbone team that I regret not getting early, and I still haven't gotten yet, is Gas. Oh yeah, SK, he slaps. He does slap. He's awesome. I love Starkiller. So basically, in Erodium and Chromium, where I kind of bounce back and forth, if there's just one GL on defense, well, I'll kill it with SLKR. And then I'll use Starkiller to kill whatever the other meta teams are on whatever their toughest team that is left is. And then I got enough other stuff to clear the rest. But I did build out all the teams that Starkiller creates. So I have like a really good Mon Mothma team that's like G11, G12. I got a really good Dash Rendar team that's like G11, G12. My Sith are all G11 or G12 as well. Tips on Jedi Knight Luke? Dude, I hated the event. It was flavorful and could have been fun. But it was just such a disaster trying to get the modding right to do the event. I couldn't even tell you what it was. I would never judge anybody harshly for going early and getting the Revens. Absolutely not. They're very good. All All I'm saying is that you don't need to get them if you don't want to. You can let them sit for a while before you go and get them. Now, yeah, and the raid does change things. And the Sith fleet Rex, which is what I was saying, was that, like, with the Leviathan coming out, that does change that a little bit. But we'll see what the requirements actually are. But, I mean, then basically getting the Leviathan will probably, if you got all of the other requirements for it, that would get you Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan, and then Malik. Scareful Pathfinder. Interesting. Leviathan Rush is not realistic for a new player, but if you're like just under 4 million, it might be worth considering. What's up, Devados? What is the awkward spot? Oh, you got a Bodhi Zeta? Let's take a look at that. Oh, Scarif's good. He's a good character, and he's a pilot. I chose to go K2SO on my AdRad team over Scareful Pathfinder. K2SO is very good. What does a Zeta even do? I've got some unfortunate Zetas, so I would never roast somebody for having weird Zetas. What do you already have, Devados? What's your GP? Yeah, just what's your ally code? Just throw your ally code in the chat. I'm gonna give myself like an 11:30 hard out. I expected my wife to be home much earlier. I believe I have GMY's lead Zeta as well. Maybe I don't. Let's look at this again real quick. I like your roster, Dank Ideals. I think it's an excellent roster. At under 4 million GP, you have a lot of high octane stuff. And you've got the Gear 11 Wampa Omicron. This is worthwhile. Dude, I hate the Proving Grounds. It's so hard. I'm so glad I don't have to do it on my main account. Oh, you got the Bo Zeta? I mean, you're going to need to get Canderous probably, and Maul, obviously. Maul's a great team, though. I love Maldalorians. Yes. I don't even have to look to tell you, yes. Treo Omicron. Yeah, and then after that, Savage. And just take both of these characters and Nihilus up to Gear 11, and you've got a badass team. My main accounts Traya team is a Gear 12 Traya. I think I have a Gear 12 Scion, a Gear 11 Nihilus, and a Gear 11 Savage. And I don't even run a 5th. And it wrecks a ton of shit. Oh, because you're caught up now because you can get the red crates. And these characters, yeah, I wouldn't relic them. Not right away, anyway. You've got plenty of time before you need these guys to be a relics. Plenty of time. G11, Omicrons, Zetas, and this team will absolutely wreck. And basically until you're in Kyber. And even in Kyber, on my main, with G12, half G12, half G11, my Traya team absolutely wrecks shit. Let's look at Devatos and then I'm going to call it. But yeah, you have an impressive roster. I like it a lot. I think you went an unorthodox route for sure. But it's one that's going to pay off big time. Big time. Because once you get GI and you get a couple of those other little teams working, you could go for any GL you want. And you've already got a good base. Or you could go get gas or whatever. I'm very impressed with that roster. Dank. I like it a lot. Alright, we're looking at Devatos. Carbonite 2. Got a badass CLS team. That's a good start. We got Negotiator. Ooh. Are you a returning player, Devatos? Because this is very unfortunate. That's going to be rough to dig out of that hole. But you're working on Executors, so you should be able to start digging out of that hole pretty soon. At least getting into the top 20 is possible, even if you've got a pretty competitive fleet shard. Alright, so you've got Vader at Relic 3. Oh, this is your alt? Okay. TIE Bomber's a little bit away. So what were you saying was your... Getting exact, then you don't know where to go. Well, I mean, you're doing the most important thing, which is getting a fleet that can get you some crystals for as long as crystals remain in the fleet. Fleet battles, fleet arena. Alright, you got Wampa. Relic 6, nice. CLS. Let's look. These guys are going to be relics soon. So is this guy. So are you. Do you have Beskar armor? Mando. Maybe I scrolled right by it. Does not look like it. But it is getting late. My eyes are going cross-eyed. So no Beskar Mando. Wait. Wheels at 5 stars. IG-11, 2 stars. It'll take you a little bit of time to do that, but not that much. Those are pretty easy notes to farm. Alright, so let's just go through this. Faction by faction. Okay. You've got a gas team without gas. No bad batch yet, that's fine. I mean, 3.3 million, this can't be expected. G12 right there on Clone Sergeant, okay. Alright, so first I saw your 501st and I thought, maybe gas should be your next project. But this does not look good. No B1 either. Okay. Pyre, you got C. Looking kind of close-ish. You'll have PI, you'll have Vader. Tarkin's already G11. EP's G10. 7 stars. Only 6, but that's not too hard to get. And Stark is 5, but he's incredibly easy to finish if you haven't already. Well, you got C-3PO, so you got Ewoks. First Order are quite a ways away. Do you have cat shards? Do you have any cat shards, Devados? Because I feel like JMK might be an option for you. We'll just wait till I get to Separatists. Nice. G11 Jawas. Hell yeah. Oh, you got Jedi Knight Luke. Only gear 8. He's got 2 Zetas on him. I haven't had luck. I'm gonna try it next. I've got a really good CLS squad on my alt account now, so maybe it's doable. You got CLS. So I don't. It's hard to say. I feel like because you have JKL, you're pretty close to JML. But okay, the question I would have for you, Devados, is do you care more about PvE or PvP? Because if you care about PvE, JML looks pretty good for you. If you care about PvP, I would look elsewhere. JML was my first GL on my main account, And he's a GL. He's very good. But sometimes I find myself having trouble figuring out how I want to use it, what I'm going to use it against. Oh yeah, JML, at this point, now that the raids have changed and SLKR isn't the hands-down world beater at raids anymore, I would say JML is one of the best PvE characters in the game. It's probably a tie between him and Jabba. JML is amazing in Conquest. Absolutely amazing in Conquest. He's just okay in PvP. And you don't get a lot of PvP mileage out of him, in my opinion. He's not good on defense. He doesn't beat all of the other GLs, so he's also not great on offense. He can beat a few of them, but he does give you a ton of flexibility. That is true. But his biggest, in Conquest, exactly. And he does in PvP a little bit too. You can kind of, like, if you got two lesser teams that are still really good that you need to kill, you can, like, split your JML team and have a JKL team and a JML team. Like, but that's more of an endorsement for JKL than it is for JML. Well, you got a 6-star Watt, so you're probably not that far from having a 7-star. At worst, 100 shards. Malgus might be a better character than JML, in my opinion. It's up in the air, but JML probably has the advantage because he is a GL. But Malgus is so good. And he's fun. In 5s, I leave him on defense. In 3s, I bring him for offense. Because him, Darth Revan, and Basti Fallen can beat any non-GL team and a couple of GLs. And Malik just solos something. But only in 3s. In 5s, I put him on defense because he's hard to kill. And my Darth Revan's really fast. So it sneaks up on people. If you look at the totality of the game, JML's probably better. But if you look at just PvE, I think Malgus is better. I think Malgus you could put on defense, and they've got to use something like gas or a GL to beat it. And if they try and cheap out and use gas, they might still lose. Whereas JML, you just take Grand Inquisitor and kill him. You don't even have to try very hard. You can just button mash. Oh, with the tank revive definitely made Malgus nutty. Just gross, terrible. So hard to beat. So I during the tank revive cron, I used JMK to beat Malgus. I didn't mess around at all. I was like, I'll just JMK it because I know that will be able to beat it. Alright, let's look at your cartel again. And then we'll look at your UFUs. You don't have Marjade. That's unfortunate. Don't have... Oh, well, here's... Davidos, what I would do first. After you get the Executor, or maybe even before. While you're working on relicking the characters, going from G12 to relics on the characters for Executor, get your Krayt team up and running, man. Get that Krayt team rocking, and it'll be good. Like I was saying earlier, man, G11, Omicrons, Zetas, and Treya will kill a bunch of stuff for you. And an undergeared Treya team actually performs pretty okay in Conquest. I can beat on my main with the G12, G11 Treya team, so no Omicrons on it. I can beat some teams in Sector 1. So if I'm trying to cheap out on stamina and I need to beat something or get a feat done, I can do that with them, and they're not hard to gear. And then since you are more PvE minded and you have JKL already, I would probably just go for JML. Yeah, the two Omicrons together, oh, nasty. Absolutely nasty. But if this was my account, if I picked up this account today, obviously it's Executor, finish it first. You're close enough. Boom, get it done. Then I would work on the Treya team. I'd probably try and work a little bit on Imperial Troopers. Take advantage of this Relic 8 that you're going to get. And make your troopers like Gear 11, including Dark Trooper. I would do Gideon, Dark Trooper, Veers, Piet, and Range or Stark. So that way you got two more tools in your toolkit. Even if they're just Gear 11, there's something you can use. And then I would try and start working on Jedi Knight or Jedi Master Luke in earnest. You're almost halfway there. And he's great in PvE. As much shit as I talked about him, he's still good in PvP. I mean, you will find a use for him, especially if he's your first GL, in every GAC. And in Conquest, if you need to get a feat done, JML plus Watt plus the rest of the stuff that you need. And you can get the feat done. It works 60% of the time, every time. Anyway, it is now my bedtime and my wife is almost home. So I am going to get going. Thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate it greatly, for dealing with my growing pains in the YouTube streaming thing. Subscribe if you haven't, and come if you guys ever go on Twitch. I'm on Twitch in the mornings. Usually, let's see. In GAC weeks, I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. On non-GAC weeks, I'm on Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. So, thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully soon. Probably next Thursday, but I gotta talk to my wife about setting aside some time to do this. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.